So, tonight we are going to be going more traditional Pilates. So I'll talk you through the main principles of Pilates, what it's all about, how many moves there are, and then we'll go through some of the main ones. And I'll give you, you might already know a bit about Joseph Pilates, but I'll give you a bit of a backstory just in case you don't anyway. Or a reminder, history lesson. Okay, are you ready to get started? Yes. So we're going to start in the traditional way, which is standing in the center of your mat. Come over, everybody. Put my chilled music back on. So in Pilates, we do the ABCs. Alignment, breath, centering. Let's start with alignment, our posture. Put your heels underneath your hips. Press your toes into the floor so you feel grounded. Knees are soft. Hips forward, shoulders pointing forward and square. And we're just going to pin our shoulders slightly back and down, relax. Chin is parallel with the ground, your eyes looking straight ahead. And a little lift from the crown of the head. Just imagine someone's got a piece of string right on the crown of your head and they're lifting you up tall. Take a breath in through your nose. Here's the breath. Exhale through your mouth. Now the exhale is a purse of the lips, so imagine you are blowing out of a straw. Everyone's done that as a kid or maybe an adult where you try and blow bubbles into your cup, right? It backfires and splashes in your face. Yeah, you were doing that. Expand your ribs. This is where we're breathing into, right up here. Lateral breath. So you can place your thumbs at the back, fingers at the front. Breathe in there. We breathe out, front of the tummy. Draw the navel into your spine. Feel the core engagement at the front. Do that 2 or 3 more times. Really focusing. Now this is part of your centering too. Like I said, the ABCs. Everything going through our center, our powerhouse, our core. Roll the shoulders back. So Classical Pilates is based on 6 principles. So as long as you're doing these 6 things, you're doing Pilates. Roll the other way. It's a centering. Concentration. Let's make this bigger. Breathe into 12. Exhale to 6. The breath. That's number 3. Number 4, control. Then you have precision and flow. They're the 6 principles Pilates are based on. And the other way, breathe in and breathe out. And before it was called Pilates, it was actually called contrology. So it just shows you how important that principle is in Pilates. Control. Take your arms out to the side, drop your shoulders and squeeze your thighs and your bottom. We rotate. And in a traditional warm-up, you just work through all planes of movement. So we release the spine, we practice the breath. And I always say, in my simple terms, you bend in every way possible. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your feet slightly outside your hips. Let's do some lateral bends, so side to side. Breathe in and breathe out to go over. Remember that breath in through the nose, out through your mouth. Ooh, that feels nice, doesn't it? Oh, nice side bend. Welcome in, Helen. Helen, your van's coming on. I'm loving the photos. It looks so cool. Let's do some protraction, retraction of your shoulders. Imagine you're holding onto a big ball. Reach forwards and pull it back by squeezing your shoulder blades. This is a good one for posture. So breathe in and exhale, pulling it back. So I'm going to keep dropping little facts about Pilates. Pilates was named after a guy called Joseph Pilates. And he originally helped soldiers in the war with their rehab using these exercises. And then he went on to help ballerinas in New York. True story. I think it was New York anyway. He helped ballerinas. Heels underneath your hips. Let's lean forwards with a roll down. Breathe in and breathe out. So we've done a bit of rotation. Inhale at the bottom, exhale to come up. We've released the shoulders with our rolls and with the protraction, retraction. We've done some lateral bends. And now we're leaning forwards, stretching the back of the body out, releasing, and also stretching into the backs of your legs. Exhale to go down, and then exhale to stand up. Let's do one more. And on the final one, we're going to come down to the floor. Start to warm up the core a little bit more. First of all, come onto your knees first. I just want to take a little back bend before we go anywhere. You can do this standing as well if this hurts your knees. Place your hands on your lower back, squeeze your bottom. We're just going to lean backwards. And then we really have bent in every way possible. Just to the point where you feel your muscles switch on in the base of your back. Keep the chin tucked. Okay, release. You can lean forwards to release that off and counter stretch if you want to. And when you're ready, come onto your back, please. That's where we're going to begin today. In a supine position. The posh way of saying on your back. Come on down. Toes in the ground, knees hip width apart. Place your fingers by your temples to begin. Take a breath in. We're going to do about 8 to 10 crunches, just normal crunches. Exhale. You tuck the chin, shoulder blades come out the ground. Look towards the thighs. Breathe in and breathe out to go down. So taking it pretty slow. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale down. Gently press the back into the floor. And keep going with this one. Let's just have a little look. So we're looking for really good chin tuck. Getting the shoulder blades out the ground. And if this really hurts your neck, please feel free to place one hand on the back of your head and use that just as a bit of assistance. Yeah. So moving on from a crunch into the 100. So we've warmed up our six-pack muscles a little bit. Let's warm them up even more with the 100s. If you know them, you can get on with them straight away. If you don't, that's fine. I'm going to show you. Arms long. We pump the arms. Let's get the head up, tuck the chin, and pump the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Your feet can be in the floor, tabletop, or they can be stretched out long. Fingers are glued together. Squeezing into the backs of the arms. Chin tucked. You can point your toes if you like for that extra precision. Now if at any point you feel your body fatiguing, your neck really hurts, take a little moment out and come back in. Keep that control in your body. Great for your six-pack muscles. And when you've reached 100, then you can rest, you can stretch your body out. Take a little little moment. Now from here, the natural progression is to go into single leg stretches. Draw one knee in towards your chest, that's limber up. Switching sides. Now if you get a lot of neck ache, you might want to keep your head in the floor for this next exercise, or maybe pop it up then pop it down. But if you can, we're going to lift our head, tuck the chin, and pull the knee in and switch, in and switch. Breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Pushing your feet away towards the door or the wall, or if you're doing it outside the tree. If it really hurts your neck, one hand to support. So this is a quite traditional flow. So this is generally how a mat Pilates class would begin. A traditional one with these few exercises. So starting off with a bit of mobility, your six-pack muscles, and relax. Well done. Woo, you can stretch it out again if you like. We're going to stay lying down, keeping the head in the ground, and do some circles next. Releasing our hips. Lift one leg up to the ceiling. Choose a leg, any leg. Hold it there, give it a little stretch so it's ready to go. The leg that's in the floor, can you flex your foot and dig the back of the leg into the ground so it's glued, it's anchored. Relax your arms, palms face the ceiling. We draw big circles to 12 o'clock and down to 6. Breathe in to 12, exhale to 6. Trying to make precise circles. We've got our centering with our core. We're using our breath. We've got control over the movement. Flow and precision with the circle. See how we're using all the principles right now. Other way, please. Aside from that, I can feel my thigh. Anyone else? Stick your leg in the air if you can feel it. Bad joke number 1. And then when you've done the same number, you can switch legs, switch over to the other side. With this move, if you can, remember to flex that other foot, by the way. Dig the leg in. We try and minimize any rocking in the body, bracing the core, anchoring yourself to the ground, keeping really, really strong. Same number, going clockwise and then anti-clockwise. Tell you what, it is really hard to make a good circle doing these, isn't it? Ugh. And when you've done even numbers on both sides, bring both knees in towards your chest. Ready for double leg stretches. So you can keep your head in the ground if your neck's giving you a little bit of trouble tonight. We extend the arms and legs, and we circle the arms to give the knees a hug. So you might want to stay here, pressing the back towards the ground, or you might want to go back to the single legs. If you can, we're going to lift the head up, tuck the chin. Extend arms and legs, circle around. Breathe in to extend through the nose. Exhale through the mouth to hug the knees. Just keep tucking that chin. And notice my upper body is staying pretty still. So I'm not going up and down with my torso. That's staying in position. It's just the limbs, the arms and legs that are moving. Aim for about, should we go 8-ish? I like the number 8. I don't know why, I just like even numbers. And it's like the infinity sign, isn't it? I got married on the 8th. great number. And when you've done your roundabout 8, we're going to come up to seated. Feet hip width and glued into the ground. Check your ankle, knee and hip alignment. Let's get it all in line. Sit up really tall. Arms in front of you. Drop your shoulders. Half rollbacks. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale to sit up. These are working towards 2 different moves really. One is the roll up, and 2, you could use them if you wanted to instead of rocking like a ball. We try and keep the feet in the floor. We're staying strong. Eyes straight ahead. And if you're ready for a full roll up and you've done them before, go for it. If you just want it breaking down a little bit, come with me. Straighten your legs out, flexing the feet. Roll yourself backwards slowly and carefully. Breathe in, reach overhead. Exhale to sit up and take a stretch. So we slowly go back. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Let's go for that 8-ish number again. Option. You can grab hold of one leg. Use it to assist. Okay, keep going with that, team. So all in all, in Classical Pilates, there are 34 moves altogether. Obviously, it'd be absolutely ridiculous for us to try and do 34 moves in 30 minutes. Or in any class, really. I don't feel like you'd be able to focus on it for long enough or hard enough. So we're going to try and get through as many as we can, while still being able to make the most of them. On your next one, please come up and let's just take a little forward fold. Just stretch out the legs. So lifting the tummy, hinging from the hips. You can place your hands on top of the legs or just tuck them underneath. Sorry, I'm just laughing at myself. You just do things or you say some things, you're like, what am I doing? I don't know if you saw, but when I went to tuck my hands underneath, I did this little... I have no idea what that was. We're going to move to rolling like a ball next while we're here. Option number 1 is to do what you did before, the half rollbacks. Option number 2 is to practice balancing on your bottom. So if you want to practice balancing on your bottom, you're going to come here and you can play around with 1 foot or 2 feet out of the ground. Trust me, that will use your core. And if you're just ready to roll like a ball, then you're going to go for it. We roll onto the top part of the back. We tuck in, we roll, and then we catch it. So we roll, and breathe out. Try not to put your feet down. That's the challenge. And that's where the control comes in again. Can you control it? One tip I would have on this move, relax. Relax the best you can when you're rolling back. Relax and take a nice slow, long breath out. Woo! There we go. One more, please. And when you've done your one more, just lie down. It's time to work into the back a little bit. Feet hip width apart. Let's do some shoulder bridges or hip bridges. Same thing. Hands face the ceiling. Tuck the tailbone underneath so your back gently presses into the ground. Push through your feet to come up into a shoulder bridge. Breathe in. Breathe out to slowly roll yourself down. And then we go again. Tuck your tail underneath. Inhale at the top. Exhale, come down. Make sure when you're doing this, you're putting even weight between both of your feet. Your hips are rising and lowering at the same time and the same height. And you're actually focusing on what you're doing. Noticing when you rise, where are you feeling that in your body? And when you lower down, where do you feel it more then? A couple more. Be really mindful. I like to think about my back on this one. So I like to think about going through my back like a wave. So I'll tuck under and then I try and go bone by bone up and down. Just do one more to feel that. When you've done your one more shoulder bridge, if you need a little release for your back, the nicest thing you can do here is bring your knees in and rock side to side, gently massaging out the muscles. Really continue to work the back by rolling over onto our fronts. So we're going to start off with a move on all fours, and then we're going to move to something called a leg pull. So if being on your knees doesn't feel nice for you, you can continue with a previous move, like some crunches, or if you want to, you can go straight into a plank on your toes. It's up to you. I'm just starting you off on this one as an alternative for the leg pull. So wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips, opposite arm, opposite leg. And then you switch sides. Think about getting your body in one line, pushing your heel away. Again, hips are even. Eyes looking directly down at the floor. Neck and back long. So there's one option. Option number 2, this is your classical move, and it's called a leg pull. So you're going to come into a plank position. You can do this on your hands or you can plank on your forearms. Go with whatever feels better for you. I'm going to go on hands today. Just give it a whirl. Spread your fingers out. Wrists underneath your shoulders, and if you can, please, you're on your toes. We lift one leg in the air without compromising the position of your plank. So you want to think back in a slope. No bottoms in the air, no saggy bottoms either. We're just long, strong, plank of wood. Option is going to be on your knees. Again, you can lift one leg here, or you can stay on the all fours one that I showed you before. If you're holding one leg and you haven't changed, please change, because you're probably shaking by now. Yeah, keep changing. Holds for maybe 2 or 3 breaths, in, out, then switch. To keep your leg in that position, push the heel away, squeeze your thigh and squeeze your bottom really tight. Anyone shaking yet? What a strong move, isn't it? Relax. Woo! Well done, everyone. Give your wrists a little release. That was good. Take a seat. On the theme of back, let's keep working into the back. Take your legs wide. Sitting up tall, bend your knees a little bit if you need to. So you'll know you'll need to if your hamstrings are really tight or if you feel like you can't sit upright like this, then you need to bend your knees. Roll the thighs out. Take a breath in and lift the tummy. Exhale and reach forwards. This is a spine stretch. Relax your hands down on the floor. Drop your head, your shoulders. And we're going to come up and do that one again. Now this is one of those moves where you have to have loads of patience with your body. Some days you might do this move and you might be like, oh, I feel so flexible. And other days you might feel like, oh my gosh, I'm going to snap. And I can't go any further down. Flexibility is a journey. No one said it's going to be a linear one. Just got to go with it. See how you feel, respect how your body feels, and then relax into your stretch. Just be at peace with where you are today. Should we do one more? Yeah? Maybe see if we go a tiny bit further, maybe a centimetre. Breathe out. The idea of that out breath there is to help you engage your core. And if you think about it, if you're using the muscles at the front here and you're contracting, it is going to help you hold that position forwards. Nice big breaths out. Well done, everyone. Let's do the saw. Take your arms out to the side. We turn and we chop. Breathe in, breathe out, or reach. And you know, your reach, it could be anywhere. It could be on the inside or the outside of your leg, depending on where your body's at today. It could be by your knee, it could be by your big toe. See what you can do. You might find after doing a few, you can get a little bit further. Well done, everybody. Shuffle your legs in. One more exercise before you go today. Take a seat. Take your arms behind. We're going to start with dropping the knees to one side, coming up to the center, then the other side. Now this is option number one, and you can also do it on your forearms. If it hurts your wrist, you can do it here. If you can, feet out the floor. From one butt cheek to the other. To the other. You're going to breathe out to come up. If you can, legs long. Breathe in. Yeah, there you go. Breathe out. And if it feels uncomfortable up on your hands doing that one, just come down to your forearms. Yeah, I feel like it's a bit better here. And it's pretty tricky, isn't it? Whoa. 2 more. Up and over. Woo. And then everyone take a seat. Whoa, that was good, that one. Take a seat however you want to. And let's take a breath in all together. And exhale. And give yourselves a really big clap. Hey, well done, everyone. Oh, and before you go today, just a couple of quick notices that I meant to say at the beginning and totally forgot. So first notice is, I don't know if you've seen your email today, I have opened up the October social, which is Yoga and Vibes. So it's going to be yoga to a live DJ with optional brunch after if you want to stay for brunch. You get a little goodie bag as well. So that is open. It is on the 22nd of October. And also, which I haven't mentioned yet, but I do mention it in the monthly coaching, which is coming out on Thursday, that I'm going to be making some plans for you guys, like 5-day plans, let me know if there are any particular themes that you want to work on. It might be, I just thought about doing this, like a 5 days Pilates progression plan, or 5-day balance plan, something like that. Let me know if you've got any themes. Just DM me, message me. Oh, Ella, thank you. Oh, thanks so much. Lauren, classical is your favourite, is it? Oh, that's so good.